Okay, so next up we've got the G13 Vans Keyboard by Logitech again. I have unboxed it already. This is the box with the magnet open close front, as they seem to do. Same with the mouse. I've unboxed it. As you can see, this is the inner packaging. Didn't bother showing you me unboxing it because I find that pretty boring. As sure you can figure out how to unbox something yourself. So I've got it over here. There it is. Quite large. Quite decent though. It's good size for the hands, you know. Depends if you've got obviously we've all got different size hands. Got a thumbstick down here. Feels a nice quality. And obviously you've got your G keys up there. You've got 22 G keys. Let's see. You see on there 22 G keys. You've also got a couple of keys at the top, which is to do with, I think, selecting the modes, the profiles and setting or whatever. We'll have a look in a minute. And we've got some other keys here, which are M1, 2, 3 and MR. I'm not sure what that is. It's got a nice pad. This is rubberized, and this underneath it's rubberized too. It has a metal plate. Yeah, there's a proper metal plate there. We've got the rubber pads, which seem good. They're nice and sturdy on the surface. Doesn't slide, doesn't slip, which is obviously what you want. You want it to be sturdy. You can't move it very well with your hands. If I push it, if I grab this and push, it's actually pulling the mouse mat as well. It's a big mouse mat. It's a Rss mouse mat. Very large, as you can see. But so there we are. Let's plug it in and take a little look. Okay, so I plugged it in. It's starting up. I have already plugged this in and set it up. So it's already got some profiles on here. I can't remember how to do this. I think you use these for the up and down to select the profile. If you wanted to select, I've only set up a few. So you can just select your default. You got different G series profile select. That's the light on and off button. So there you go. The keys light up, as you can see, just about. If I knock my light off here. Of course, you've got the flash of my camera here. So I can block that out. No, I can't block it out without blocking out the lens. So you can see it's lighting up. I'm not sure if you can change the colour on the lights. I think you can. Let's take a look at the software because I've already installed it. And that's saying that it's okay, plugged in. Let's take a look. I'm using the Logitech G602, is it? I keep forgetting the name 602. I'm not good with these names that are numbers. So there you go. So the same software applies to both of these devices. You can switch back and forth here with the mouse. So I can set and configure my mouse. Or I can configure this in the same software. And if you get a keyboard as well, you can also, I presume, that'll come up as well. And you can configure that in the same software. So that's handy, rather than having loads of different software. My last mouse was the Logitech Performance MX, which uses separate software again. Ugly looking software, but it worked. So here's your thing. You can click on the keys here, and then you can set each and every key to do whatever you want. You've got your different profiles at the top. So I got my blender profile. You got the default profile, and it shows you the keys there. You got the Notepad plus. If you're a web developer, you can use it for that as well. Let's try and get some focus. And you can set up three different setups within each profile. So you can have the M1 key at the top, which I haven't finished setting these up yet, as you can see. But you can set up a bunch of keys there, and then you can click that M2, and then you have another set of keys, and then the third one. And so you can have that on every single program you use, every profile. So you could. For example, with the Notepad++ one I've got, I'm doing this, which is going to be my HTML setup. So anything I need to do HTML wise, it would be an M1, and then M2 would be CSS, different languages, you know, and M3 is going to be PHP. So I can just switch them easily by pressing the M1, 2 or 3 on there to activate each set of keys, and then I can use that as basically like a cheat. Like what I've done here is I've set up, you can set up blocks of code, not just not just buttons. So I've set up like cut, paste, undo and all that stuff. Save me having to click Control Z, Control X and all that on the keyboard. I can just, you're stretching your fingers all the time, so I just thought I'd set them all up on here in one key press. I'll cut, one key press I'll paste, so it's just easier. And also div IDs, for example. I hope you don't find this too boring if you're not a web designer, but this might be helpful for those who are. For example, I can start a new file here, and let's have a look. So I wanted to set up a div ID. It is G3. So if I hit the G3 key, it writes that for me because I've programmed it to write certain code. You can write as much code as you want, or write as much of a text block as you want. So if I start a new line, I could put a span class, which is G4. I can press the G4 button, and it does its span class for me, and I just pop the information in between in a certain section, so you can program it to do whatever you want. Let's show you how to do that, in case you're interested how easy it is. I haven't done this for it's about 2 weeks ago I set this up. So look, so let's just look, G5 key, so you click edit or assign new command. This is a keystroke, so you can, oops, I'm hitting something on my elbow there. So you go to text block, if I want to do it. You can do multi-key, keystroke, do mouse functions, there's a lot of different things, shortcuts. So in my default thing I've got shortcuts, so I can start a program up with just one key press, instead of having to use the mouse and clicking on it or whatever. I'll show you the text block. So you can name it something like, I don't know, lol, and then put hello world, blah blah blah, and we'll just do a couple of lines there. And you've got a couple of settings, blah 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 blah. You can click OK. So that now is, what is it? Lol. That's what I named it. Lol. So it's G5. So if I come over here, go down a few lines, then click G5. There's a little problem. There's a little bug with this because I don't know. I had a problem with this before. It's typed it all out, but it hasn't typed out hello world. Well, then you get the idea anyway. I'm gonna have to find out why it's doing that. But that's what it can do anyway. That's what the text block is. Or of course you can just have different commands up, down. You can set these to literally whatever you want. Anything the keyboard can do or the mouse can do, you can set this to do the same thing. So it's good. Then you can switch obviously different programs. For Tricky Truck, it's a little game. I've set it up for 3 different. I tried 3 different variations just to see what I like the most, and I'll just keep the one I like the most. But you get the idea anyway. You set these profiles, blah blah blah. You can import them, export them. You can pick what's on the LCD screen. What comes up? You got the clock and all that stuff. Blah blah blah. Let's have a look. This is your import export, so you can export a profile if you want to transfer it to another computer or something. You go to settings, and there we are. Have a play around, have a look. So that's the software. It's pretty good, to be honest. Whenever you open a if you open, let's say if I open Tricky Truck, at the moment, let's see, I can't get out of this. Oops, got a macro, that's what that MR is, macro setting, macro cancelled. Alright, this selects what screen you've got showing, so I can select to have the clock on. So then it shows me the clock. You can have it as a countdown timer, Rss Feeds, so you can have little bits of news come up. Over 400 killed in Aleppo bombings. So it cycles through the different, there you go. Activists say 2013 dark year for Saudi rights. So it goes through bits of news on the RSS feeds. you can set it up. Oops. You can set this up to actually show your email, so you can set it up to an email account. Got performance monitor, shows your CPU and RAM, and that's it. Well, that's the only ones I've ticked anyway in the settings on the software. You can set this up to your email as well, so your email will come up on there to show you've got new email and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Just nip back to the profile selector. Right now it's in the default. Oops. Right now it's in the default program. I can manually select a different setup, or if I opened up Tricky Truck, you see on here now it'll automatically switch. So if I open it up, see that profile activated Tricky Truck, so it automatically detects what you. If I quit that, it goes back to the default. If I open up Blender, it automatically switches to Blender. So that's pretty cool. So once you can set up, I think it's unlimited the amount of profiles that you set. So that's what that does. Let's say pretty nice device, sturdy, robust, it feels anyway. Oh, I didn't show you the look at them keys. Let's take a look. That would be that one, I think. Here we go. You can change the key colours to be whatever you want. Let's try pink. That was pink. Let's try green. Green. Yellows, golds, red. There you go. So that's cool. You can set that to whatever you want. You've got an actual colour picker here, so you can literally set the shade and everything of it. Grey and black. So there you go. You can set it to whatever you want. What did I have it on? Blue. So I'll keep it on blue for now. I like blue. There you go. That's that. So. Oh, you've got these keys down here as well. These can all be set as well. Even this stick can be set. You can see in the browser's doing stuff there.
Blur fires off, and we just run a JavaScript.
We started up a browser there and a YouTube video. Yes, you can set up every single key really on there, apart from obviously these top ones. These are set. Sorry, these are set, and that's that. But you can set up all these 22 G keys plus. I've hit it again. Plus, you can set up these two keys to do whatever you want, and obviously you can even set up the stick to do what you want. If you want the left, I'm going to start this up again, and no, you can set that up. You know, that could be left, or it can be whatever you want it to be. Paste if you want it to be paste. So you can set every little direction up, and this is also this. I've done it again now. This stick is also a button. So it's also clickable. So you set that button to do something as well. Right now I've managed to type in a lot of weird stuff on there. And there you go. So that's that.